What started as a small lie but completely took over your life? I pretended to be lactose intolerant to avoid my roommate's boyfriend. Now I am 3 years deep into this fake dietary restriction, and here is no way out. It started junior year when my roommate Sarah began dating Derek, the most obnoxious guy on campus. He had zero concept of personal space, but eat our food without asking. And worst of all, parent, he was obsessed with making elaborate cheese-based dishes to impress Sarah. Every time I came home, Derek would be in our tiny kitchen making some monstrous mac and cheese creation or a cheese fondue situation, and he'd always insist I try it. He'd stand there watching me eat, waiting for compliments, while I forced smiles and tried not to gag at his mediocre cooking skills. The breaking point came when Derek announced he was making his cooking process. In a moment of panic, I blurted out that I was lactose intolerant and couldn't eat any dairy. Derek's face fell like I'd personally insulted his entire bloodline. But then something beautiful happened. He stopped offering me food. He stopped lingering in the kitchen when I was there. He actually started avoiding me, which was exactly what I wanted. Sarah was lactose-free alternatives for our shared groceries and would warn me when Derek was planning another cheese extravaganza, so I worked so well that I decided to commit fully. I researched lactose intolerance symptoms, bought lactose-free products, and even joined online support groups for people with dietary restrictions for research purposes. Obviously, when Sarah and Derek broke up 6 months later, I thought I could finally come clean. But then I started dating my now boyfriend Jake, and on our second date, Sarah mentioned my lactose intolerance in front of him. Jake was so understanding and thoughtful about it. He'd researched dairy-free restaurants before our dates and always checked ingredients in everything he cooked for me. He was literally the perfect boyfriend, partially because he was being so considerate of my fake medical condition. How do you tell someone you've been dating for 2 years that you've been lying about a basic biological function? Cute when they've been so incredibly sweet about accommodating something that doesn't even exist. Now I am 3 years deep into this lie. I've met Jake's parents multiple times, and his mom always makes special lactose-free versions of family recipes just for me. She spent hours perfecting a dairy-free version of her grandmother's famous GJ recipe. Last month, Jake surprised me with a weekend trip to a dairy-free food festival 2 states away. He was so excited to find this event he thought I'd love, and I had to spend an entire weekend pretending to be thrilled about overpriced cashew cheese while dying inside. The worst part, I genuinely miss real cheese. I haven't had a proper grilled cheese sandwich or pizza with real marrow in 3 years. I created my own personal hell where I am surrounded by people who love me enough to accommodate my fake dietary needs. My lactose intolerance has mysteriously improved, and I can now tolerate small amounts of dairy paternally. This actually happens to some people as they age, so it's not completely unbelievable. But honestly, I am terrified Jake's mom will be offended that I won't need her special recipes anymore. She's so proud of mastering dairy-free cooking for me. Sometimes I lie awake at night wondering if this is how I die, her surrounded by people who think I can't digest milk, taking my ridiculous secret to the grave. Never underestimate how far you'll go to avoid an annoying roommate's boyfriend. 3 years later, I am still paying the price for that moment of panic.